The following message is transmitted at the request of the Ocean County Sheriff's Office. A radiological hazard advisory has been issued for the Oyster Creek Nuclear Generating Station due to a possible meltdown of the plant. The Ocean County Sheriff's Office is issuing an evacuation advisory for all counties and county sections within 25 miles of the plant. The following counties affected are all of Ocean County, southeastern Burlington County, extreme northeastern Atlantic County, and extremely southern Monmouth County. If you live in these areas, be advised that evacuation is likely to become mandated if conditions become worse. This is WJLP, and we will continue to serve the Middletown area.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the New Jersey State Police Department. A radiological hazard watch is in effect for the Oyster Creek Nuclear Generating Station. A partial meltdown of the plant has been reported by train spotters. In addition, a voluntary evacuation of residents within 50 miles of the plant has been issued. This now affects the following counties: all of Ocean County, all of Atlantic County, all of Burlington County, all of Camden County, all of Mercer County, all of Monmouth County, extreme northern Cape May County, extreme northern Cumberland County, eastern Gloucester County, southern Middlesex County, and eastern Somerset counties in New Jersey. And in Pennsylvania, southeastern Bucks County, and eastern Philadelphia County. If you are currently in these areas, consider evacuating. This is WNJT, and we will continue to serve the Trenton area. Stay tuned to this channel for further updates.
Evacuation is advised. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, at the request of the Ocean County Sheriff's Office and the New Jersey State Police Department. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. A mandatory evacuation order has been issued for residents within a 75-mile radius of the Oyster Creek Nuclear Generating Station due to a meltdown at the plant. An event has occurred at the Oyster Creek Nuclear Plant, which could be extremely dangerous to nearby residents. Because of the possible threat of explosions and the release of radioactive materials into the air, all residents living within a 75-mile radius should evacuate immediately. The following counties that are under mandatory evacuation are, in New Jersey, Ocean, Atlantic, Burlington, Camden, Cape May, Cumberland, Essex, Gloucester, Hudson, Hunterdon, Mercer, Middlesex, Monmouth, Salem, Somerset, Union, Southern Morris, extreme southern Bergen, and extreme southeastern Passaic counties. In New York, Bronx, Kings, New York, Queens, Richmond, and western Nassau counties. And in Pennsylvania, Bucks, Delaware, Philadelphia, eastern Chester, and southeastern Montgomery counties. If you hear the rate siren in your area, you are in the risk area and need to evacuate for safety. Take immediate evacuation procedures. This is WMBC TV, and we will continue to serve the Newton area. More updates will follow as information becomes available.
Em espera para uma mensagem do sistema de aviso de emergência.
Waiting for an emergency warning system message.
A seguinte mensagem é transmitida a pedido do Centro Europeu de Alerta de Tsunami. Às 15h50, horário da Europa Ocidental, um tsunami foi gerado a partir do derretimento da estação de geração nuclear de Oyster-Creek, nos Estados Unidos, e espera-se que atinja a costa de Portugal nos próximos 20 minutos. Se você mora a menos de 10 milhas da costa portuguesa, você deve procurar lugares mais altos neste momento. Não há tempo para ficar em certas áreas. A altura estimada deste tsunami é de 220 pés. Evacue agora ou vá para um terreno mais alto. Você enfrentará a morte certa se optar por não evacuar ou buscar um terreno mais alto. Precauções devem ser tomadas imediatamente. Evacue agora. Evacue agora. Evacue agora ou busque um terreno mais alto.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the European Tsunami Warning Center. At 3:50 p.m. Western European Time, a tsunami was generated from the meltdown of the Oyster Creek nuclear generating station in the United States, and it is expected to hit the coast of Portugal in the next 20 minutes. If you live within 10 miles of the Portuguese coastline, you should seek higher ground at this time. There is no time to stay in certain areas. The estimated height of this tsunami is 220 feet. Evacuate now, or move to higher ground. You will face certain death if you chose not to evacuate or seek higher ground. Precautions should be taken immediately. Evacuate now. Evacuate now. Evacuate now, or seek higher ground.
This is BBC Television from London. Normal programming has been suspended. This is BBC Television from London. Normal programming has been suspended. This is BBC Television from London. Normal programming has been suspended.
This is an emergency broadcast from the BBC. A tsunami warning has been issued for the entire nations of England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. This is a direct result of the meltdown of the Oyster Creek nuclear generating station that occurred in New Jersey, United States. This tsunami is expected to strike the United Kingdom coastline within the hour. Estimated wave heights are 75 meters. If you currently live within 5 to 10 kilometers from the coastline, you should either seek higher ground or evacuate the area if possible. Stay tuned to this station for additional updates. These local television stations will continue providing news, updates, and additional information for the London area.
Veuillez attendre un avertissement d'urgence. Des informations importantes suivront.
Please wait for an emergency warning. Important information will follow.
Avertissement au tsunami. Avertissement au tsunami. Avertissement au tsunami. Le message suivant est envoyé à la demande du Centre européen d'alerte au tsunami. Au tsunami, l'alerte est en vigueur pour les régions françaises suivantes: Picardie, Normandie, Bretagne, Vendée, Charente et Aquitaine. Un tsunami résultant de la fusion de la centrale nucléaire d'Owoshi aux États-Unis se dirige vers le pays et aura un impact dans les prochaines heures. La hauteur estimée des vagues est d'environ 80 mètres. Si vous habitez actuellement à moins de 10 km du littoral français, vous devriez chercher immédiatement un terrain plus élevé. Vous pouvez évacuer la zone si vous le souhaitez, mais il est fortement recommandé d'agir maintenant. Il n'y a pas de temps pour retarder. Vous devez agir maintenant, sinon vous ferez face à une mort certaine.
Tsunami warning. Tsunami warning. Tsunami warning. The following message is sent at the request of the European Tsunami Warning Center. A tsunami warning is in effect for the following French regions: Picardie, Normandy, Brittany, Vendée, Charente, and Aquitaine. A tsunami resulting from the meltdown of the Oyster Creek nuclear generating station in the United States is heading towards the country, and it will make impact in the next few hours. The estimated wave height is approximately 80 meters. If you currently live within 10 kilometers of the French coastline, you should look for higher ground immediately. You can evacuate the area if you wish, but it is strongly recommended that you take action now. There is no time for delay. You must act now, or you will face certain death.
Espere un mensaje del sistema de advertencia de emergencia.
Please stand by for a message from the emergency warning system.
Este mensaje ha sido transmitido por orden del Centro Europeo de Alerta de Tsunamis. La alerta de tsunami está vigente para las siguientes regiones españolas: Galicia, Asturias, Cantabria y País Vasco. Un tsunami resultante del colapso de la estación de generación nuclear de Oyster Creek en Estados Unidos se dirige hacia la costa y tendrá impacto en la próxima hora. La altura estimada de este tsunami es de aproximadamente 250 pies. Si actualmente vive entre 5 y 10 kilómetros de la costa, debe buscar un terreno más alto o evacuar el área si es posible. No hay razón para demorarse. Evacúe ahora, o busque un terreno más alto, o se enfrentará a una muerte segura.
This message has been transmitted by the order of the European Tsunami Warning Center. Tsunami warning is in effect for the following Spanish regions: Galicia, Asturias, Cantabria, and Basque Country. A tsunami which results from the meltdown of the Oyster Creek nuclear generating station in the United States is heading towards the coastline and will make impact in the next hour. The estimated height of this tsunami is approximately 250 feet. If you currently live within 5 to 10 kilometers from the coastline, you should seek higher ground or evacuate the area if possible. There is no reason to delay. Evacuate now, or seek higher ground, or you will face certain death.
Civil danger warning. The following message is transmitted at the request of the New Jersey Department of Emergency Management. At 2:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a large fire has been reported at the Oyster Creek Nuclear Generating Station. During this fire, it is likely that every single bit of radioactive material inside the plant will escape into the air. If radioactive materials are released into the air, then the evacuation radius will most likely be extended beyond New Jersey, New York City, and southeastern Pennsylvania. All residents listening to this message are advised to evacuate if possible. Stay tuned to this channel for further information on this dangerous situation.
This is an emergency action notification, requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS Operating Handbook for a national-level emergency. The President of the United States or his designated representative will deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by.
We interrupt our programming. This is a global emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, as well as the Global Tsunami Warning System. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Please pay attention to this urgent message. Reports are coming in that the Oyster Creek Nuclear Generating Station in Owoshi, New Jersey, has, in fact, exploded. The explosion was so powerful that it caused a mega tsunami with a height ranging from 3,280 feet to 5,280 feet. This massive tsunami is expected to strike all coasts on the planet in the next 2 to 4 hours. All residents listening to this message are ordered to seek higher ground or evacuate further inland. This is no time for delay. You must take action now or you will face certain death. Stay tuned for more information on this extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. The President has been moved to an undisclosed location and will speak on all stations shortly. Stand by for this message. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcasts and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the United States government to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is KCLS-TV. We will continue to serve the Los Angeles metropolitan area. If you are not in this local area, tune out of stations providing news and information for your area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Los Angeles metropolitan area. Do not use your telephone. All telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated.
action termination. The tsunami has impacted every coastline on the planet and has fizzled out in all oceans on planet Earth. However, there is massive damage to all coastlines on the planet, including areas far inland. All residents listening to this message are advised to not return home, as there is no home to return to. Shelters are being set up in areas far inland from all coasts. Construction crews will take several years, if not decades, to repair the areas destroyed by the tsunami's brutal impact. Your government thanks you for your cooperation. We may now switch to regular programming. This is an emergency action termination. The tsunami has impacted every coastline on the planet and has fizzled out in all oceans on planet Earth. However, there is massive damage to all coastlines on the planet, including areas far inland. All residents listening to this message are advised to not return home, as there is no home to return to. Shelters are being set up in areas far inland from all coasts. Construction crews will take several years, if not decades, to repair the areas destroyed by the tsunami's brutal impact. Your government thanks you for your cooperation. We may now switch to regular programming.